grab your favorite coffee cup. It holds about half in a cup of water. Pour some hot water in it, boiling hot. And of course, this is if you don't have a fancy espresso machine that costs thousands of dollars like me. So I'm going to use some Ferrara instant espresso powder, which is just as good, and when you're done with it, you can use it for cakes and cookies, so it's really useful in the kitchen. I use it a lot. Tastes good though, I promise. It's really, really delicious. But if you don't want to use this, you can always just go to your local coffee store, your favorite one, and then just grab some espresso there. I'm going to put about 1.5 tablespoons of espresso powder because I like it to be really strong. Otherwise, make it in your machine if you have one, or whatever you gotta do, your favorite way to get your espresso. Then just let it all dissolve, give it a little mix. And I'm going to add in 2 tablespoons of sugar, just plain white granulated sugar, and I know that looks like a lot, but when you're making something like an affogato, whoops, a little wet in there, get them all in. If you're making an affogato, you want to make sure that you have a lot of sugar in it, because that way it's going to crystallize in the freezer, and it's going to taste really good. Of course, sugar is going to add some flavor, so get that guy nice and dissolved. Another minute or so. Is it good? Good. Okay, that's good. So we're going to grab a container and then put it in the freezer until it gets nice and crystallized. Okay, just grab your coffee, your espresso, pour it on in, let that sit in the freezer. It's probably going to take about 40 minutes or so until it gets nice and cold. So this is what your ice is going to look like when it's done, when it's been in the freezer for about 1.5 hours or so. It kind of looks like Italian ice, a little bit more slushy. And we're going to grab our shot glasses that I have set up here on a tray. Let's take this guy first, and we're just going to fill it on up. Easy enough. See that crystallized? It just looks really nice and pretty. Has a little bit of sparkle in it. And it's a really strong espresso flavor, so if you don't want it, you can also use chocolate and make like a little chocolate ice too if you don't want that intense espresso flavor. Then just take your Baileys, pour it right over the top. Say about halfway up, let it kind of sink in there a little bit. A little bit more. Good, that looks pretty. And then let's grab a nice fresh sprig of mint. Make sure you get a good looking one here. Let's see. This one looks really fresh. Oops, grab that. Right on top. And there you go. Easy as that. Hope you guys enjoy it and let me know what you think.